Honey, are you okay?
I felt like I couldn't breathe.
We should get that checked out at the doctor's.
Yeah, probably. I've just been feeling so tired lately.
It'll be okay. The doctor will figure it out if we get called anytime soon.
Emma,
It's me.
follow me.
Thanks.
So what can we do for you today?
Well, I haven't been sleeping very well lately, and it's been affecting my everyday activities.
Your snoring's been affecting mine too.
Any specific symptoms you've been having?
I've just been feeling really tired during the day. I've also been waking up with really bad headaches. Some Tylenol.
Oh. What's wrong? Do you have a headache?
Yeah.
I've also been falling asleep while driving.
All right, well, I'm going to relay this information to the doctor, and he'll be with you shortly.
Patient Emma Smith?
Yes?
My nurse told me you haven't been sleeping very well.
No, not at all.
Well, I took a look at your symptoms, and I think it's best that we have a polysonogram, which is also known as a sleep study. We're going to hold you overnight and monitor your vital signs while you sleep to see what's going on.
Okay.
Okay, Emma, the results are in. They show that you have central sleep apnea. Let's take a closer look into the results of the polysonograph.
The spikes in the brainwaves indicated that you woke up throughout the night. High abdominal effort also indicated that you had struggle breathing. See here the reduction in blood oxygen level and lowered respiratory events caused by the apneas. Let's take a look at normal respiration so we can understand what's going on in a patient like you with sleep apnea. Normal respiration control mechanisms are regulated by feedback loops that measures the level of arterial oxygen pressure as well as arterial carbon dioxide pressure. When someone is awake, other stimuli, which include pulmonary mechanoreceptors and behavioral controls, which are in the higher processing areas of the brain, also influence respiration. During sleep, behavior controls are lost, thus the chemical control is the main mechanism for breathing regulation. Disturbances that affect the chemical regulation of brain signals of the arterial carbon dioxide pressure are the main cause of sleep apneas. As I said before, breathing is regulated in the brain by a feedback loop. These chemoreceptors are primarily located in the medulla, specifically the dorsal respiratory groups. For someone like you with sleep apnea, the chemoreceptors in the brain are not working properly. The detection abilities to the levels of carbon dioxide are delayed. This delay in detecting the high level of carbon dioxide delays the taking in of a breath. This is a period of time when an apnea occurs. After the delayed period, the sensor finally detects the extremely high levels of carbon dioxide. Oftentimes, the body will have an exaggerated response to compensate for the delay in detection. Oftentimes, this leads to an overshoot, seen in the picture above. This leads the patient to wake up and hyperventilate. In addition to carbon dioxide detectors, there are sensors that kick in, such as oxygen levels, to detect the low oxygen levels. This can cause an increase in heart rate and also causes the patient to wake up. In obstructive sleep apnea, the airway is completely closed off, which makes breathing a struggle. The difference between obstructive and central is that in central, the body does not actually take a breath. In your case, there is an actual neurological delay, which leads me to conclude that you indeed have central sleep apnea. However, that doesn't mean you don't have obstructive events as well. Some studies have shown that during an apnea, the hypopharynx may become constricted, which can close off airways. During normal breathing, neurotransmitters such as GABA and glutamate are released that signal to the diaphragm muscles and the muscles of the upper airway to telling it to contract and open to allow the breathing of air. The central sleep apnea disturbances can affect these signals to the muscles, which could cause the airway not to open. This would cause an obstructive event during the central apnea.
Wow, that's a lot of information. Is there a cure?
Unfortunately, there's no cure to sleep apnea, but there are treatments that work very well. The first treatment option is CPAP. CPAP involves wearing a mask over your face, and the mask is attached to a pump that supplies pressurized airs to keep your airways open while you sleep. This is a really good treatment for people with obstructive sleep apnea.
But I thought you said I had central sleep apnea.
Exactly. As we saw from your results, you have central sleep apnea, which is caused by delays in your brain receptors. But you also have obstructive symptoms. So a better option than the CPAP is to use the adaptive seroventilation. This works very similarly to CPAP. It provides pressurized air, but it does it only in certain breaths. It senses when you haven't taken a breath and delivers one to you when you haven't breathed.
I'll just have to talk over the options with my husband just to see what will work best with me.
Sounds good.
Okay. So the doctor gave me two options. I could either use the CPAP machine or the ASV machine. I think the ASV is a better option because it monitors my breathing and delivers pressurized air when it senses that I'm not breathing. So I think it'll help me sleep better through the night.
Yeah, well, I've been doing a lot of research on the Google because I've been really worried about you. Look, Emma, you're my wife. I really care about you. What is little Johnny gonna do if we don't get the best machine for you?
I don't know.
We have to get you the ASV.
Let's do it.
So this is the ASV machine the doctors gave us. It's supposed to detect abnormalities in your breathing at night and give you oxygen when you need it.
Okay, so I guess this is how you start it.
Yeah. Let's give it a try.
I hope this works. Okay, so I just put it over my nose.
Do you feel any air flowing in?
Yes.
Alright, well, I'll hit the lights. So how was your sleep?
Great. I didn't wake up once.
Yeah, I didn't hear you snoring at all either. You have a headache?
Nope.
So now you'll be able to not be sleepy during the day anymore.
Yeah, and I can finally pay attention in Dr. Klein's class again.
No, I don't think you'll be able to stay awake for that either way.